comments and likes help this channel grow. We hope you enjoy our other stories as well.
I'm so sorry. I don't know how to break this to you, Stephanie. You know the wedding dress we bought for tomorrow's wedding? I just caught news that it was apparently torn apart and ripped to shreds.
Wait, what do you mean the wedding dress is torn apart?
I just got a call from the wedding venue like 2 seconds ago, honey. They were calling me up in arms saying that the dress that you were supposed to wear for tomorrow's wedding ceremony has been torn into pieces. They even said that the dress is too torn up to be repaired at all, too. It's just like foobar.
What the hell? No. But then what about tomorrow's wedding? What are we supposed to do about that? We can't find another dress that quick, can we?
Well, unfortunately, that's probably the only option we have left at this point. We've got to find another one.
But tomorrow is literally the day of the wedding. What the hell are we supposed to do?
The staff at the wedding venue told me they are working hard to find another dress for us as well. They're also going to be looking around the other wedding dress stores in the area to see if there are any that can be used in place of the torn up one.
You realize that's already like 4:30 in the afternoon, right? There's no way you can rush that. No matter how quickly they find a replacement, there's not a chance in the world that they're going to be able to get it checked and ready for tomorrow. It needs to be adjusted and tailored to my body too. It's not like a regular dress. I can just go buy from Hot Topic, you know?
Yeah, I kind of figured. I'm sorry for all this, but I think the only option we have left is to cancel the wedding outright. I don't know what else we can do.
That's so unfortunate. We got so much stuff ready for tomorrow from like a year ago. How could this happen? Why the hell was the dress torn apart in the first place anyway? Did they mention any reason why the dress was messed up? Was it some kind of freak accident or something? Or was it something way more malicious, like someone intentionally ripping it?
Yeah, I don't really know anything about that yet, but I'm going to be asking them for sure. Give me a little bit. But it looks like the wedding dress venue is also in a sort of panic because they were also pretty surprised to see what happened to the wedding dress. Anyway, I'm gonna go to the wedding venue right now and see what's what. I'll take a look at the dress myself and talk to some of the managers to see what's going on.
Yeah, I did it. I freaking did it. You know what this means, right? You're not gonna be able to wear that pretty little wedding dress that you picked out oh so carefully. Wait, what? I cut it up like Jack the Ripper. Honestly, it's probably a masterpiece at this point, a work of art. No one can fix it up. I'm sure you've already received news about what happened, right? You have to have heard from the wedding venue about that state of your little wedding dress is in. Wait, you're talking about my wedding dress? You tore it up? Wait, are you seriously telling me right now that you're the one behind all this, Becky? You did it? Yeah, that's exactly what I'm telling you, Steph. I did it. I made my way to the wedding venue and made sure that it was irreparable. I must have gone through like 4 Axo knives. But why? You wouldn't believe how light the security is at a wedding venue. I honestly had a more difficult time getting through a baseball game with a bottle of water. When I told them that I was just touring around different wedding venues, they had no hesitation letting me in to look around without any kind of escort. And the staff? Oh man, you chose a great venue, Stephanie. They seem to really want to help me out when it comes to choosing my venue. I didn't even have to say anything about the dress at all. They just showed me out of the blue. No questions asked. They said, "This is the dress that we are planning on using tomorrow. We offer many dresses like this." How perfect could things be? It's like you wanted me to tear up your dress. Thanks to them, I had no issues cutting it up to my heart's content. You should honestly be more upset for the security than me. They could have done better protecting your valuable little dress. You're seriously the worst. How could you do this to me? No, seriously. I want you to tell me why you thought this was an acceptable thing to do to me. Why? You realize that tomorrow is literally our special wedding day, right? The day that we set in stone and I've been planning for over a year now? Oh, come on, Steph. You can't seriously tell me that you don't know. You know why. I just don't like you. I actually despise you more than anyone I can think of. Wait, you don't like me? I can't believe that an ugly bitch like you is gonna be marrying my adorable and amazing older brother. I really just don't like that you're taking him away from me, so yeah. That's why I tore up your stupid dress. I wanted to make sure that you wouldn't be able to go through with your stupid little wedding. That's why you literally snuck into the wedding venue and ruined the wedding dress? That one little reason? Because you thought that I was stealing your older brother from you? What do you mean, one little reason? It's a very important and serious reason for me to do what I did. If you were at least like model level pretty, then I would have been fine with it, but you're actually kinda ugly too. Like my first time I saw you, my immediate reaction was ew. Some random average bland ass bitch is not on the same level as my older brother. Scratch that. You two aren't even on the same realm or same world. You're just not good enough for me. Average and bland ass bitch. Seriously? You remember that I've been telling you this from a long time ago, right? It's not like I've been kept this hidden from you. I said that if you want to marry my older brother, then you really needed to work harder to become a better, less average and bland woman. My older brother is seriously one of the most attractive people on the planet. You realize how proud I am of being my older brother, right? He's literally never had any period in his life where he has had no girlfriend. He's more kind than any person you will ever meet. He's literally the best older brother anyone could ever ask for. But his fiancé is this ugly. And just mundane, boring woman? I just couldn't bring myself to believe what was happening. I refuse. I will not let this kind of thing happen. Not on my watch. No, sir. I really do understand how much you love your older brother and how close you were to him when you two were growing up. He's told me all about it, and so have you. But you should be happy for the person that you love to be able to find his own happiness, right? That's the grown-up thing you can do for someone you love. Wait, what? You know, to you, I might be that average, mundane, boring-ass bitch, but I'm not that kind of person in his eyes. I work hard every single day to make sure that I'm a woman that is worthy of calling myself his wife. I don't just sit around and do nothing while trying to be prettier. And your brother, Todd, actually has proposed to me to marry me. Do you understand what I'm saying? No one held a gun to his head. He wants to marry me. What the hell are you talking about? What? Are you trying to say that you're just average and bland but you're loved or something? What is this, some kind of bragging? You're actually kind of gross, aren't you? You like to make sure that you're better above everyone else, huh? I didn't expect that. Wait, what? So as long as you're being loved, then nothing else matters, right? You only care about what happens to you. There's someone on the other side of that that's having to hold back so much and is lonely and sad because of you and your stupid shenanigans. But I guess you don't give a crap about that person, right? That's what you're saying? You're just selfish and don't care about others? You want me to just spend the rest of my life and my birthdays all alone with no older brother to buy me a cake. That's what you're suggesting, right? What are you talking about, spending your birthdays all alone? What? Don't be coy with me, Stephanie. I see right through all your stupid lies. I know, as ugly as you are, you're not a complete idiot. You know for sure what I'm talking about. You should know that I have the same exact birthday as you, so that means I would never be able to celebrate my birthday because he'd only celebrate yours. Wait, what? Hang on. Are you being serious right now? Let me tell you something about my older brother. He has always celebrated my birthday more than anyone else's in this world. Everyone I knew has always been amazed at how incredible his birthday parties for me were. He would spend the whole day with his adorable younger sister because it was a once-in-a-year event and nothing else was really important to him. But it all started to change after he started going out with your boring and bland self. He suddenly stopped doing any and all special events for me. Why the hell do you have the same birthday as me? That's totally unfair and unjust. I don't like it. I'm sorry, I think. I'm not sure what to say. But just so you know, I really didn't know about your birthday. I had no idea that we both had identical birthdays. Otherwise, I would have done better. Just so you know, Todd never talked to me about your birthday either. I don't know why he didn't tell me. You're just pissing me off when you apologize, so don't ever apologize to me again. It doesn't matter how much you apologize to me. My sad past with birthdays that I didn't spend with my adorable sweet older brother will never come back. I'm just gonna have that forever. After he started dating you, my brother just completely changed. He's not the same kind of older brother that I used to know when he was single. You've completely changed him. Before, it wasn't just birthdays either. Even during Christmas, he would hang out with his little sis to make sure she wasn't lonely. But look at what's happening now. But after he started dating you, he has just completely stopped coming with me at all. Not one time has he just come back and said, "Hey, let's go somewhere together." If anything, he's just been putting all the time together on the back burner. It just doesn't work out. You realize that this year's happy birthday was just a stupid emoji that he sent through a text message, right? I didn't even get to see him this year. Oh yeah, that's because he was proposing to me on my birthday. We were all busy that time of year. Now it all makes sense. I think he was even telling me about how busy he was about the proposal too. He said that he had to get ready for all the reservations and getting all the extra things. He's never treated me like this before. Never. Only after he started dating you has he started treating me this poorly. After he started dating you, it's just been like this the whole time. He's just been pushing me off, never going out with me. He just prioritizes you instead of me, and he always says that he'll deal with me another day or rain check for our special little getaways. I've been getting hurt this whole time. Don't you understand what I'm saying? That's why I decided to take it upon my own hands to make sure that your dress was torn up into pieces so that you could maybe begin to experience the kind of pain that I experienced. I know what you're saying now. I really do. I understand that you're very frustrated about the whole situation. But you do understand that there are certain things you can and can't do, right? And that what you did was definitely pretty high on the list of things you can't do? You really cannot go around tearing up wedding dresses literally the day before of the wedding. Do you realize the amount of stress this puts on us and everyone that we have invited to the wedding? Shut the hell up, Stephanie. You shut your mouth right now. That torn up dress is just an expression of the condition that my heart is currently in. Don't you understand? I want you to take a good look at that dress and really take it all in, so that you and my brother can both really see how much you two have hurt me and how torn up my heart currently is. So, how was it? Did you get to take a look at your stupid torn up wedding dress in all of its pitiful glory? Yeah, the wedding staff sent me a few photos of the dress, and my gosh, you've truly outdone yourself this time, haven't you? I honestly would go beyond all torn up too. This is way beyond that. You've managed to successfully turn the wedding dress into a useless drape. There's not a chance in hell that anyone is going to be able to repair that dress in time, not with it being torn up in that condition. Aw, that's too bad. I really must have outdone myself when it came to tearing up that dress. I should honestly be rewarded for my services. I was just so into tearing up that dress and making sure that you understand how upset I was that I don't even really remember what it looked like after I was done. Okay, enough with the games. What are you going to do? You realize that the wedding ceremony tomorrow is pretty much almost impossible to go through with no thanks to your little shenanigans, right? We haven't been able to find a replacement dress yet. You know that, right? We're still looking, but I'm not very hopeful that we'll find one in time. Well, I feel so sorry for you. You must be feeling so upset right now. I guess that just means that tomorrow's wedding ceremony will just have to be canceled just like I wanted to, huh? Wow, I think I'll go grab some victory drinks. Yeah, you're right. It might be canceled now. But if it does come down to that, you're gonna be held responsible for all of this. You understand, right? So you're gonna be okay with all of that? What? Responsible for what? There's no way in hell I would take responsibility for all of this. What makes you think I'd actually take responsibility? You know that it's your fault for ruining the dress, right? If you didn't ruin our dress like you did, we would be perfectly fine going through with the wedding ceremony tomorrow. You need to take responsibility because that's the normal thing to do. It's your fault that you took my older brother from me. That's why I decided to ruin it for you. If you didn't do that, then you never would have ended up with a ruined wedding. Let me put it in simpler terms then. The wedding being canceled tomorrow is all your fault. You brought this all on yourself. I have no responsibility to take for it because you brought this on yourself. Do you get it? What the actual... Oh wait, hang on. I've just thought of something. If you're gonna be canceling the wedding ceremony, I have a great idea what to do in place of your stupid little ceremony. Why don't we all celebrate me getting my job offer, huh? That would be a great party to have instead of your stupid little wedding ceremony. What? What are you talking about, celebrating your job offer? Oh, I guess I forgot to tell you, I was actually offered a job from my first pit company. I did an interview and they were so quick to accept me. They must have really liked me. Of course, I reported right back to my older brother. I think I told him as soon as I got the call from them, but he said that he was going to have a celebration for me being able to find a job after you guys finished your stupid wedding. But if your wedding ceremony is going to be canceled anyway, then we could probably go ahead and push my job offer celebration to the front of the lawn, right? What? Let me be real. You can't just cancel the wedding venue the day before you are scheduled to be having the wedding ceremony, right? Even I know that much. I'm sure they're already preparing all of the amazing food and presentations and whatnot, so why don't we just make sure it doesn't go to waste? Imagine all that hard work and effort just being thrown away just because of you and your stupid attempt to marry my brother. Let's just switch the celebration. We can celebrate my job offer and make sure that the job offer is the main focus of the celebration. Beck, congratulations on the job offer from Fine Midori. I'm gonna be working so hard come this spring at the most incredible accessory design company in the area. Wait, what? I know that you don't want to cancel the wedding, but come on, let's be real here. You need to get a grip if you think that wedding is still gonna work. If you don't have a dress that you can wear to the wedding ceremony, you really don't have any choice but to cancel the whole wedding ceremony off, right? Honestly, you can just call off the engagement period if you want. That would be perfect. Just cancel your stupid wedding because your stupid dress was torn up to pieces and call off your stupid engagement because my older brother deserves a not-so-stupid bride. Okay then, I'll tell you what else we're gonna have canceled. Your job offer. Wait, what? I really did not expect this kind of coincidence to ever happen in real life, but who knew, huh? Whatever. I have to call the wedding venue and let them know that we're not gonna be able to go through with the wedding. You're exactly right, Becky. We're not going to be able to go through with the wedding ceremony unless we have a wedding dress that I can wear to the wedding. After that, we have to contact the HR guys over at the company and let them know ASAP about what's going on. You have to be removed from all of the new and incoming new hires list because you will not be getting a job offer from that company. What? Removed? What are you talking about? Why are you rambling on about canceling the job offer and removing me from the list of new hires? Is it because I managed to piss you off by ruining your wedding dress and forcing you to cancel your wedding? You actually have no authority to do anything about my job offer. Once they send out the job offers, there's nothing that anyone can do to just take it back. Actually, I am exactly the person that can do something about that. I'm the CEO of Fine Midori. You probably won't believe me, but... What? You're the CEO? You really should have wisened up there, moron. You should probably remember the name of the CEO of the company that you wanted to work for. It's really not that big of a company at all. It's fairly small scale, so I thought I knew all of the employees. Wait, hold on. I guess it's on me too, huh? I should have been more careful to pick and choose which new hires we should hire for every season. I just let the HR guys handle all of it. I mean, I guess since I'm the business owner here, I should at least make sure to glance through the applications to see who I'm hiring, huh? What? Wait, what? Hang on just a second. What? What the hell are you talking about? Are you being dead serious right now? Is the company that I got a job offer from seriously the company that you're the president of? There's no way. right? I'm sorry, but if you don't believe me, there's an easy way to find out. Just Google it yourself on the internet and you'll be able to find everything you need all on there. I'm not going to be able to hold your hand through this one because I'm in the middle of talking to my HR department while trying to cancel the wedding ceremony at the same time. Alrighty, we'll talk again later, Becky. By the way, you're not off the hook with the wedding ceremony either. You're gonna have to take full responsibility for canceling my wedding ceremony.
Stephanie, I am so sorry for my stupid bratty sister. I'm seriously beyond words right now. I actually just heard your voicemail. I cannot believe that Becky would do such a thing to my own fiancé's dress. I'm so sorry about that, Stephanie.
It's okay, Todd. It's really not something you need to be apologizing for. Actually, I'm curious. Anyway, were you able to listen to the voicemail from start to finish? I want to call off the wedding, so I was really hoping that you would be able to go ahead and contact the people over at the venue. Just let them know we weren't able to find a dress in time, so we can't go through. While you're handling that side, I'm going to be calling up all of the relatives on both of our sides to tell them that the wedding is going to be canceled tomorrow.
Wait, hold on just a second, Stephanie. Hold that thought. About the wedding ceremony, can you give me just a little bit more time so that we can see about maybe salvaging it? Just give me a little time. I really think I might have found a really nice dress for you to be able to wear tomorrow. I need to check the sizes and they're still checking the availability, but yeah.
What? You think you might have found a replacement dress for me? Where in the world did you find that?
Yeah, the people at the wedding venue worked really hard to gather as many different choices as they could for us. And then we all go together to try to see if there were any dresses that might be good for you. And I spent about half of the day just looking at different wedding dresses with the people over there. I found one dress that I really feel would look amazing on you, and I think you'll love it. It's very similar to our original dress, but dare I say, it might even be fancier than that one. I think the size is also pretty much spot on too, so there really shouldn't be any kind of extra adjustments necessary, you know? You should just be able to look at it and wear it tomorrow without having to try it on and get it fitted or anything.
Wait, are you being serious right now?
Yeah, I'm being nothing but serious. So if possible, I want you to come by the wedding venue right away. Is that possible? Come by so that we can have you try on the dress and check on the size of the dress. Make sure there are no hiccups there. I really don't want to give up on tomorrow's wedding, Steph. I've been looking forward to this day for far too long.
Thank you so much, Todd. Oh my gosh. I'll be heading over there right away.
The design is seriously incredible, and it's just fancier than anything I could imagine, so I really think that you'll love the dress. Just let me know when you get there, okay? And like I said, I kind of feel bad for the dress that got torn up to bits, but if anything, I personally like this one better than the last one. I'm sure you'd look good in both, but I think I'm going to go as far as to say that it was some kind of miracle or destiny for all of this to happen so that we could stumble upon this dress. That's how pretty this dress really is.
Well, now you've got my hopes up, Todd. I really hope this dress is all that you say it is because I'm excited now. Alrighty, I'll see you in a bit, sweetie. I'll call a cab right away and ask the driver to ignore as many lights as he can. You really did it, you stupid bitch. You went on and canceled my job offer, didn't you? And you're telling me that you're gonna be having your stupid wedding now? Screw you, you moron! I want you to let me into the wedding venue right this second. Stephanie, I know you're reading this. I can't believe you're actually trying to get in right now. I'm not gonna let you in, Becky. There's no chance. You're a dangerous person that is willing to get violent, as is evident with the torn up wedding dress. Honestly, I feel like you might try to come to tear my new one up after you found out about me canceling your job offer. How are you feeling about that, by the way? If that's what you're thinking right now, then you need to cancel the cancellation of the job offer right now. Do you hear me? That was my job that I wanted to get into the most. How could you do that to me? You don't understand what you've done to me. I want you to know that I've already canceled and turned down all of the other job offers, right? I literally have no other job leads anymore. And then you're gonna sit here and tell me that you're gonna cancel my job offer like this last second? Don't you pull this shit on me. Yeah, you can bitch and moan all you like, but I'm telling you right now, neither I or any of my employees would want to work with someone like you. And just so you know, what happens in my company is something that I can decide on my own. I'm going to decide who I have working here without anyone telling me otherwise. You realize this is illegal, right? You're just breaking all of the laws to do this to me. Just because you're the president doesn't mean you can take away job offers willy-nilly. I know my rights, and I'm telling you that this is not within your rights. If you don't undo this right this second, then I'm gonna be sure that everyone knows about your wrongdoings. Are you sure you're okay with that? Are you sure you can walk that walk, or are you just spewing nonsense? If you're just saying random things that pop into your head, I want you to keep it to yourself because you're not gonna scare me into keeping you around my company. What? You're a CEO of a whole company and you don't even know about regular labor laws? Wow, you're way more stupid than I thought. When a company formally offers a job position to a potential employee, you've already signed away your right to take away that job offer. We've already signed a contract, essentially. You can't just cancel the job offer on your end. It's literally against the law. Haven't you picked up a newspaper? You have to put a really good reason, or you really just can't rescind someone's job offer. And believe me, you don't have any legal viable reason to take away my job offer right now. Oh, okay. Thanks for letting me know about what is within my legal rights. Now I know I'm doing the right thing. I have something that happened that I personally believe is going to be legally justifiable and certificable to be called a good reason to rescind your job offer. I don't know, maybe. The applicant is being arrested, so we have decided to rescind the job offer. I'm no lawyer, but I'm pretty sure if the applicant becomes a criminal, then it would be completely acceptable for the company to rescind any kind of job offer. What the hell did you just say? What are you talking about? Well, we actually just finished the wedding ceremony a little while ago. I've just been talking to all of my legal team and seeing what to do. They suggested that I talk with the wedding venue since technically they're the legal victims here. You destroyed their property. So they were talking to Todd about what to do, and I'm sorry to tell you, but the wedding venue people have said that they want to go to the police and report everything you've done. And just so you know, Todd also specifically asked them to file as many charges against you as they possibly could, and I quote, "put her away as long as possible." Oh, and I took the liberty of screenshotting all of our text messages and sending them over to Todd so that he could hand over all the messages to the wedding venue as evidence. What? Just so you know, I'm pretty sure they're going to be filing charges against you real soon. You know what comes right after this? The police are going to be paying you a nice little visit. I don't think it'll take them that long. You're going to have to take in responsibility for all of the things that you've done this time around. I don't think you'll have a choice. You'll be way too busy dealing with the legal battle that you're not going to be able to handle trying to find a new job either. If anything, you should be thanking me that you'll be able to focus on your legal issues now. Wait, you're lying. My brother would never do such a thing to me. Are you being serious? The police? You're getting the police involved in all of this mess? I'm pretty sure this is all way too much, don't you think? All I did was just make a simple modification by using a knife to your dress. It was just one little dress. What the hell? Dude, just use your common sense. It's literally vandalism. You destroyed their property. If it was just a dress that I had bought and had the wedding venue hang on to, that's just against me and mine. But the dress that you decided to go full Jack the Ripper on? Yeah, that dress was the wedding venue's property, so that's not really in my control, is it? Yeah, but think about it. It's literally just a single dress. It's not that big of a deal, don't you think? I can't believe that this is what would get blown out of proportion. How would the police get involved in this mess? It's not even my fault if you think about it. The wedding venue management should have really be rethinking their security. If anything, I should be thanked for finding flaws in their security. Hold on. Explain that thought to me, Becky. Because if the management over at the wedding venue made sure to check my possessions and whatnot, then I never would have been able to cut up the wedding dress at all. They really need to revamp their security. The security and the management both at the venue were way too easygoing. They really brought this upon themselves. If anything, you're the one that needs to be taking full responsibility for everything that happened. You're the one that takes the most responsibility for all of this. If you hadn't tried to marry my older brother, then none of this would have happened. My brother would still love me and you'd still be happy. You know that what the wedding venue would have? They would have a perfect dress for the next person who wanted to use it. I never would have touched the dress if it wasn't for you.
Hey Becky, what the hell? Are you being serious right now? You really believe all that toxic shit you just texted?
Huh?
You aren't at all at fault for cutting up and tearing up the dress that the wedding venue owned. The people who are most responsible are the management at the wedding venue who didn't take their security serious, and Stephanie for making you want to cut up the dress in the first place. Tell me, Becky, I want to know, are you seriously thinking that? I need to know how insane you are.
Wait. Hang on a second. What's going on? Wait, am I talking to Stephanie right now? Or is this Todd?
Okay, so what? It's your older brother texting. Explain to me how that changes anything you said. Are you going to suddenly accept everything and start rethinking your choices if you find out it was me?
Oh, no,
So, let's get back to the topic at hand. I want to know if what you said earlier was your honest-to-God opinion that you believe in, or if you're just being emotional or something. Oh, and depending on how you answer this question, I'm going to start considering cutting off all ties with you for the foreseeable future.
What? Are you serious? All ties?
Yeah, no shit. Are you kidding me? I know that there is a lot less time that we get to spend with each other after I started going out with Stephanie. I'm not an idiot. I know that we spent more time before. But that's pretty normal considering we're both fairly old now, right? We're not kids anymore. It's totally normal. But then you had to go and do this crap. You're calling my fiancé ugly and not good enough for me? Honestly, did you even say a single word or phrase that wasn't toxic? And on top of that, you lose your shit and start cutting up the dress that we were going to use for the wedding? You're insane! I don't want that kind of shitty person to be my younger sister. I don't want anyone like that in my life.
Wait, hang on just a second, Todd. Don't just freak out on me like that, okay? Calm down. I don't want to hear you tell me that you don't want me like that. You have no idea how much pain I've been in. I was just a little sad, you know? I missed my older brother, and I missed all the nice little getaways we had together.
So if you're just a little sad, then you're allowed to break several laws and go crazy? Cut up a several $1,000 dress? It's not even your dress, it's someone else's. You're going to be forgiven just because you're a little sad when you've broken so many people's hearts? After they put their heart and soul into it.
I mean, when you put it that way.
I'm done. I'm going to call off this relationship with you starting today. Don't ever expect to talk to me ever again. I've already told our parents what's going on and what's going to happen. I told them that they need to cut off ties with you too, and they've been totally okay with me cutting ties with you. You bet your ass that Stephanie, who was once on your side, is okay with it too.
I don't like this, Todd. Don't say that. I don't want you to not like me anymore. You're my beloved and incredible older brother. I don't want you to just cut ties with me. You're gonna make me sad. I'll make sure that I formally apologize to Stephanie. I'll write a note and everything. I swear. I'll even go as far as making a formal apology to the wedding venue people, and I'll make sure that I pay for all the damage that I have caused. Please forgive me.
Are you some kind of stupid, Becky? You're going to apologize to everyone who was involved in this and pay for the damages regardless of what I do. And here you are saying that you want to use that as a reason for me not to break all communication with you? How greedy are you? You really think that'll work?
But Todd...
Listen to me, Becky. From now on, you're going to spend a lot of time alone and think about everything that you've ever done. You're going to feel the guilt and take it all in. The dress costs a pretty penny too, by the way. It's not just a walk in the park. Expect to pay up several $1,000s. You better pay the whole thing in full and then some too. You really need to feel the full extent of how much damage you've caused to people.
You're kidding me, right? Hang on. You're not telling me that a wedding dress is really that expensive. I thought it was like a couple $100 or something.
You really didn't know? Just educate yourself. Most wedding dresses are going to cost you several tens of thousands of dollars. They're all over the place.
What?
A lot of people wear the same dress over and over, and that's the only reason that the dress is able to be rented out for a reasonable amount by your average person. Lucky for you though, our dress was special, so our rental was more closer to several $1,000s.
You're lying. You are so making this all up to mess with me, right? Hang on, how much am I gonna be sued for? Tell me, Todd!
No, I'm not gonna tell you shit, Becky. Why the hell would I know how much the wedding venue is going to sue you for? Also, just so you know, our parents and I are definitely not going to help you out at all. You're going to pay for it all on your own. You have to wipe your own ass going forward. Do you understand me? You better start going back to the basics before you start working for someone and earning pay, because you're not going anywhere in life at this rate. Becky was begging for forgiveness to the wedding venue, and she promised to pay back the wedding dress fees, and they were able to settle out of court. However, the settlement, which included the fees necessary for paying for the dress, was north of $80,000. She was going to be in debt for a while. She ran around like a child with her head cut off to various loaning companies to try and pay off all of her payments, because otherwise, she would have been sent to jail. After she graduated college, she was chased out of her parents' house immediately. So she had to fend for herself. She works day and night to try and pay off her loans. Apparently, she doesn't even have enough money to pay for clothes to wear to work. So, she's asking her friends to give her their hand-me-downs. She cuts the hand-me-downs and sews them together to try and make them fit, because they're all kinds of shapes and sizes.
Thank you for watching till the end. If you felt good about this video, like the video. If you didn't like it, let me know why in the comments. Subscribe too. Your likes and subs lead to our motivation. We have so many videos on our channel as well, so go ahead and take a look. See you in the next video.
Hey Luke, the elder care costs for last month still haven't been transferred to my account. When exactly are you going to pay?
What? The payments?
Enough is enough. I've been covering all of Dad's care costs by myself since the beginning of the year.
What? Is that true? I'm so sorry, sis.
I've been waiting patiently all this time, but the bills are really adding up.
Really? I had no idea. This is terrible.
I assumed you were just busy and forgot, but after many months, I just had to say something about this.
I see. Let me check about the situation right away with Heather.
Huh? With Heather? Why would Heather be handling this? We agreed you would take care of the financial side.
Actually, I've been handling large cases at work since the beginning of the year, and I've been really busy. I asked Heather to take care of transferring Dad's care costs. I can't believe the payments haven't been taken care of at all this year.
Oh, so that's what happened. Well, since you're busy, I'll go ahead and check with Heather myself.
I'm really sorry. Please do that. Thank you for understanding. I appreciate everything you do for Dad.
Heather, do you have a minute? Luke told me that he's left Dad's care expenses to you. It's been a while, Emily. Yes, I'm handling the money matters. Is there a problem? Problem? You haven't transferred any money for care costs since the beginning of the year. I can't wait any longer, so I need you to pay everything at once.
Oh, about that. Sorry, but I'm not paying a penny for your father's care expenses. You'll have to cover all of it yourself, Emily.
Excuse me? You know about our arrangement regarding my father's care, right? The agreement is that my brother Luke would pay all the care costs. In exchange, since I live near Dad, I would take care of him.
Yes, of course I know that, but just because we agreed doesn't mean we have to silently pay whatever amount you bill us. As Luke's wife, I can't accept this.
But these are the actual costs of Dad's care services.
Whatever you want to call it, I'm not comfortable with the arrangement anymore.
Do you have some kind of issue with the expenses?
I've reviewed the breakdown of monthly charges, and I can't accept any of them.
What specifically is the problem? These are standard rates for elder care services.
Especially since the beginning of this year, you've been using too many care services. You're taking advantage of us paying for everything and being wasteful.
Wasteful? These are all necessary expenses for Dad's care. I'm not billing you for anything extra. Dad just needs more support now because of his current condition.
But the costs have increased since the beginning of the year, haven't they? Your father started using a meal delivery service this year. On top of that, he began using a weekly caregiver service. And this month, he's even using a 2-week overnight service.
The meal delivery service was Dad's request. He said he can eat fewer things these days. Considering his nutrition, he thought having prepared meals would be better.
He could just eat normal food like the rest of us. It's extravagant.
He has specific dietary restrictions now. His doctor recommended these specialized meals. The caregiver and overnight services were also Dad's request. Especially this month, I've been busy with planting season on the farm and can't visit every day. Dad was worried something might happen, so he asked for these services himself.
Don't use your father as an excuse for everything. In the end, you're just using these services to make your life easier, aren't you?
That's not true at all. I'm trying to balance caregiving with my work responsibilities.
I can't accept us paying for that. You should pay for services you use to make your own life easier.
What? I'm telling you that these services aren't luxuries. They're necessities based on Dad's condition and my ability to provide care while working full-time.
Honestly, I've been unhappy about this for a while. You claim you're providing care, but you're mostly relying on external services, and yet we're expected to cover all the costs? That's obviously too much to ask.
I spend hours every day with Dad when I'm not working. The external services are just supplemental.
Since I'm in charge of payments, I'll scrutinize everything from now on. I'll only pay for care expenses that I deem truly necessary.
You can't be serious. You don't see Dad regularly. How could you possibly know what's necessary for him and what isn't?
Don't waste money on unnecessary things. You could make meals in advance instead of ordering food. Using caregivers and facilities is just an excuse because you claim you don't have time. Farming is just playing in the dirt. It's not even a real job with real time constraints.
Excuse me?
Unlike Luke, who's a successful attorney, you have plenty of free time, don't you?
Are you seriously suggesting that farming isn't real work? What do you know about farming?
I mean, you married into a farming family where all you do is dig in dirt, so I think you can handle caregiving without relying on external services.
Listen, farming is a real job just like any other. I work from dawn till dusk. Plus, there's office work to handle, so it's tough. On top of that, I visit my father nearby every day to take care of him, cleaning his house, shopping for him, accompanying him to hospital appointments. Caregiving involves so many different tasks. What's wrong with outsourcing some of it to external services? I'm doing my best to balance out everything. The services help ensure Dad gets proper care when I can't be there.
I'm just saying, don't use unnecessary services. Using external services is fine, but it should be a last resort.
They are a last resort. I wouldn't be using them if they weren't needed.
Basically, I expect you to do as much as you possibly can. Only use costly services when absolutely necessary.
That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm stretched thin as it is. If you're so unwilling to pay, why don't you help out too? Luke said he'd take care of all the financial aspects. In exchange, I'm handling all the caregiving and administrative procedures by myself. If you don't like that and want to interfere, why not put in some physical effort too? You're living only about 5 train stops away, so you could visit every day, right?
What? I'm busy supporting my husband, who's a successful attorney every day. Cooking, cleaning, ironing his suits. I don't have even 1 minute to spare for elder care.
Then I'd prefer if you just keep quiet about it. My brother agreed to pay these care costs. You might have your own opinions as his wife, but my brother and I believe this is a fair division of responsibilities.
The fairest solution would be to put your father in a nursing home. Then the siblings could split the facility costs equally.
We've discussed this multiple times. Luke agreed this was the best arrangement.
But you poor farmers can't afford that kind of money. That's why you're dumping all the care costs on us.
Excuse me?
You're only providing care because you don't have money and can only offer your time and energy, right? But then you rely on external services too. Don't you think that's pretty demanding for someone who doesn't have money?
How dare you? Our arrangement has nothing to do with who has more money. It's about providing the best care for Dad while balancing our different life situations.
I'm just being honest about the situation. You should be grateful we're willing to help at all.
But I don't need your condescension.
Anyway, since I'm in charge of payments, I'll thoroughly scrutinize everything. I'll only pay for care expenses that are absolutely necessary.
About tomorrow's funeral, you two can make it, right? Since it was so sudden, you can stay at my place if that works. There aren't many places to stay around here.
No need. Heather has already arranged some place to stay.
Oh, has she?
Didn't you tell Heather not to stay at your place? You said your house has too many farm tools and it's dirty, so we shouldn't stay there. That's why Heather went to all the trouble to book somewhere else.
What?
Oh, and thanks for handling the funeral arrangements. With Dad's sudden passing, everything's been so chaotic. You took care of all the preparations and even made me the chief mourner. Thank you for being so considerate, knowing I'm the eldest son.
Wait, Luke, what do you mean you're the chief mourner? I never heard anything about this.
Huh? But Heather told me so.
I've been organizing everything with the funeral home directly. We agreed both of us would share responsibilities.
She said you and she discussed it and decided I should be the chief mourner as the eldest son. She even told the funeral home about that.
What? You've got to be kidding me! Heather has been interfering with the funeral arrangements without my knowledge? How could she do that?
Is something wrong about that?
Luke, I never discussed any of this with Heather. She's been making decisions without consulting me. I can't believe this! The entire arrangement we agreed upon has been changed without my knowledge.
I'm confused, but hey, being chief mourner is just a formality. Let's focus on properly sending Dad off together as siblings.
What is the meaning of this, Heather? Suddenly throwing coins at me and kicking me out. What are you trying to do?
I was just teaching you your place, acting all important since mourning, even though you're not the chief mourner.
You can't just throw money at people and tell them to leave their own father's funeral.
The chief mourner today is your brother Luke, so I should be standing next to him greeting the relatives. You have no role here.
What? But Heather, you don't even know who our relatives are, right?
That doesn't matter. As the wife of the chief mourner, I take precedence over you.
Besides, we decided that both siblings would work together today. I didn't want to burden you as the chief mourner's wife, so that's what we decided.
That's just a facade. You're really trying to appeal to everyone for the inheritance, aren't you?
Excuse me? Inheritance? Where is this coming from? We're holding a funeral for our father.
I changed the chief mourner to Luke to prevent that. I can't believe you're still trying to make an impression here.
I have no idea what you're talking about. If you have something to say, just say it clearly.
You've been hovering around all the relatives, acting so helpful and caring. It's obvious what you're doing.
I'm helping because I organized this funeral and I know all our relatives. How is that suspicious?
Fine, I'll say it plainly. No matter how hard you try to impress everyone by standing next to the chief mourner, you won't be getting any inheritance, Emily. Your father's entire estate goes to us, his son and daughter-in-law.
What? Where is this inheritance talk suddenly coming from? And what makes you think you get everything? How did you come to that conclusion?
It's obvious. We paid all your father's care expenses, so the inheritance should rightfully go entirely to his son and daughter-in-law.
You may have covered all the costs, but I did all the actual caregiving. I visited Dad's house every day, took care of him. Plus, I found services he could use, handled the contracts, nursed him when he got sick, accompanied him to hospital appointments. Yet you're acting like you're the only ones who made sacrifices.
That's my line. What you did was just an extension of housework. Or rather, you had no choice but to provide care because you couldn't contribute financially.
Caregiving is much more than housework. It's emotionally and physically draining.
So please, stop pretending you're the one who sacrificed so much.
Excuse me? You have no idea what I've sacrificed. I've put my life on hold for years to care for Dad.
Your father had almost no pension or savings. It's much harder to provide the money for elder care than to do the actual caregiving.
So you're saying I didn't struggle as much as you did, that providing daily care by sacrificing my time is easier than silently paying the bills, and therefore I don't deserve any inheritance. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly right! For a poor farmer like you, this was your chance to get a big payday. You've been diligently providing care, hoping for that, but too bad.
Your assumptions about my motivations are completely wrong. I cared for Dad because I love him, not because I expected something in return.
Take those coins and go back to your dirty little farm. Poor people don't get inheritances.
You're being incredibly disrespectful, not just to me, but to my father's memory. Fine, do whatever you want.
Don't ever show your face again. I've always hated poor farmers. No money, but still having the nerve to act like you're doing us a favor by providing care. Oh, this might be a good opportunity to cut ties completely.
Good idea. I'll cut ties with you, too.
Huh? Who's this?
Could you go home first and prepare the divorce papers? I'll sign them as soon as I get back.
What? Wait, Luke?
Yes, it's your husband, Luke. What about it?
Why are you suddenly appearing in Emily's texts? We're in the middle of the funeral, and you should be busy as the chief mourner, right?
You wouldn't know since you've been hiding outside smoking cigarettes the whole time, but the funeral's already over. We're about to move to the crematorium.
What? It's over already? I didn't know it would finish so quickly.
I was looking for my sister because I couldn't find her. What exactly is going on here? I've seen all your conversations with my sister.
What do you mean? I just kicked out someone who was only after money. Emily is just terrible. She didn't contribute a penny to the care costs and only provided care because she doesn't have money. But then she tries to stand next to the chief mourner, pretending she worked hard caring for your father. She doesn't even know how much we've struggled, yet she's after the inheritance.
What struggle are you talking about? When did I ever make you struggle to pay for my father's care expenses?
Well, you know, the financial burden has been significant. We've had to make sacrifices.
I left the payments to you, but all you had to do was transfer the money. Just sending money from my salary account to my sister each month. I earn enough that the monthly care costs don't even make a dent. It hasn't affected our married life at all. So tell me, what exactly is this struggle you're talking about?
Hey, what's going on? You're scaring me. Are you angry?
Of course anyone would be angry. I fully agreed to cover all of my father's care costs. If anything, I feel bad that I couldn't help with the actual caregiving, and my sister had to do it all. And yet you kicked my sister out of the funeral.
But I was just trying to make sure everything was proper. As the chief mourner's wife, I felt I needed to take control.
Of course, that's not the only reason I'm angry. I saw all your past conversations, too, and I can't believe you were calling my sister and her husband poor farmers. I'm really disappointed in you, Heather.
So you're divorcing me because of that? I kicked her out for your sake.
How was that for my sake, saying the inheritance belongs only to us? There's no way I could take my father's house and land for myself.
What? I thought it was protecting our interests as a couple. Isn't that what a wife should do?
Not by disrespecting my sister and going against my wishes regarding my father's care. I don't even want to look at your face right now. I'll stay at my family home until the next memorial service is over. We'll discuss the divorce after that.
Luke, please, let's talk about this. I'm sure we can work it out.
I've heard enough today. I need time to process everything.
What should I do, Emily? Luke says he wants a divorce. I thought he would have calmed down by now and forgotten about divorcing me.
Of course he wants a divorce. Luke thought he was paying all the care costs this whole time. Instead, he discovers that you unilaterally decided not to pay anything, leaving both care and costs to his sister. He's been in shock from the funeral until today.
But I didn't mean any harm. It just felt like his salary was being wasted. As his wife, I couldn't accept covering all the costs, so I thought I was doing the right thing by refusing to pay.
I think they call this unwanted help, or maybe just meddling. Because of you, my brother broke his promise to our father and became an ungrateful son.
Huh? Ungrateful son? What are you talking about? Luke has always been devoted to your father.
The agreement to cover all care costs was a promise Luke made to our father while he was alive. Luke had dreamed of becoming an attorney since he was young, but he couldn't get into his preferred university. He ended up taking the entrance exam 3 times, and I think he even had to repeat a year in college. He barely passed the bar exam, too.
So what? I respect Luke for achieving his dream through hard work. Many people fail the bar exam multiple times. It's extremely difficult to pass.
I respect him too, but to help him achieve that dream, our father poured his retirement savings into supporting him. That's why our father had almost no pension or savings.
What? Luke never told me that.
We weren't a wealthy family, just an average middle-class household. When Luke decided to take the entrance exam for the third time, our father tried to convince him to give up. He said he didn't have any more money to support him and asked Luke to get a regular job. But Luke refused to give up his dream and insisted, "I'll definitely repay you someday and take care of you in your old age, I promise. And please support me just a little longer." He bowed his head and begged. And our father finally gave in and used up his retirement savings to help Luke.
I didn't know that!
He finally got into university and somehow became an attorney, but by then, our father's retirement savings were completely depleted. That's why it was only natural for Luke to pay for our father's care expenses.
What?
And yet, you refused to pay, saying you didn't want to waste money. Our Father in heaven must be thinking, this isn't what we agreed on.
But I didn't know about these circumstances!
You should have known. Luke said he explained everything clearly to you.
Huh?
When our father's care began, you immediately objected. You said, "Why should we cover all the costs? I don't want that." So, to convince you, he explained the whole situation. At least that's what he told me.
Did he? I remember him saying we needed to support your father, but I don't recall any details about retirement savings or promises.
Whether you forgot or weren't really listening, I don't know, but you made my brother into an ungrateful son without realizing it. The divorce is sad, but Luke is pretty stubborn. I'm afraid there's nothing we can do about it now. Well, goodbye.
No! Wait, please! Don't end this so abruptly. I absolutely don't want to divorce Luke. Don't abandon me. Please help me.
But there's nothing I can really do. Luke has made up his mind. You know how he gets when he feels his principles have been violated.
I'll pay for everything. I'll cover all the care costs that I made you shoulder. So please try to help me stop this divorce. If I get divorced, what will happen to me? I've been living happily as the wife of an attorney all this time.
I hear it's pretty tough for housewives to find jobs. Hey, do you want to work part-time at our farm?
What? Are you trying to drag me into farm work? Me, born and raised in the city. You expect me to get dirty digging in the mud with you people at the bottom of society?
You're still looking down on farmers, I see. But we earn good money, and I could pay you a decent salary. Our sales actually topped $1 million last year.
What? Your farm's annual sales are in the millions? How is that possible? I thought farming was barely profitable.
That's why I never cared about any inheritance and was just caring for our father out of love. I could have easily dumped all the care costs on my brother and ignored our father's wish to stay at home by putting him in a facility, but that seemed heartless. And yet, I get treated like a poor person who can't even contribute to care costs by my brother's wife, and ultimately accused of being a greedy sister-in-law after the inheritance.
Well, that was... I made assumptions based on stereotypes. I see that now.
And still, I'm willing to help my brother's soon-to-be ex-wife. How kind-hearted am I? But you're still rejecting my offer. Oh well, this might have been your last chance for salvation.
But I just can't. Farming is. But sales over $1 million. That's...
I'll wait for your answer until the end of the day. Take it or leave it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm busy. A few days later, Luke and Heather's divorce was finalized. Right afterward, Heather contacted me saying, "I'll take any job you have, but I need $20 per hour." I reminded her, I said I'd only wait for your answer that one day, and that means you missed the deadline, so I won't hire you. After that, Heather tearfully returned to her parents' home, but they told her, "Of course you got divorced, you embarrassment, and you don't have to take care of us in our old age. So don't come back. She was kicked out and is now barely scraping by with part-time jobs. As for our father's inheritance, my brother Luke gave me more than my share as an apology for the trouble caused. I think I'll use it to help buy a new tractor.
Thank you for watching all the way until the end. If you felt good after watching this video, please like the video. If not, please leave a comment and give us your feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Your comments and likes help this channel grow. We hope you enjoy our other stories as well.
It's not fair, sis. I never heard you were marrying someone with such great credentials. You totally deceived me.
Huh?
Didn't you tell me the other day that your fiancé was just a regular company employee? So I totally thought he was just some boring salary man. Then what was that dinner all about? I was shocked when he suddenly handed me a business card saying he's a lawyer.
I was wondering why you were so quiet during dinner. Don't tell me you were just frozen in shock.
That's right! I was so shocked my mind would blank. You said you wanted to introduce your fiancé. I thought you'd bring some plain boring boyfriend, but instead he's a high-earning lawyer. How dare you trick me like that?
I didn't lie to you. He may be a lawyer, but he's a corporate lawyer employed by a company, so he is a company employee.
I immediately looked up the company on his business card. It seems like he's employed by a pretty big company, and according to online information, it's quite a good place to work. I heard his annual salary is easily at least $200,000.
Wait, you already researched all that?
Of course! I can't accept my ugly-looking sister having such a happy marriage.
What?
I'm already annoyed that you're getting married before me, but for your partner to be a high-income lawyer is even more unacceptable. I absolutely oppose this marriage.
You're kidding. You're opposing to your sister's marriage for such a ridiculous reason?
It's an important reason. Unlike my ugly sister, I'm a recognized beauty. I even won the university beauty pageant for my looks and figure. Yet someone like me still hasn't gotten married. On top of that, if my ugly sister has such a successful marriage, it would be the first time in my life that I've lost to you.
What?
I've always beaten you, whether it was charm or anything else. In studies and extracurricular activities, I was always better. Even though you started earlier, I always overtook you and was #1.
I know you're just naturally good at things, so you can do most things to some extent.
Someone like me who wants to win in marriage, too. I want to get married earlier than you and to have a happier marriage, so I absolutely won't allow your marriage to Jason. Either break up with him now or cancel the wedding.
Don't be ridiculous. There's no winning or losing in marriage. You should just find your own wonderful person.
Then give Jason to me. I found my wonderful person now. I want to marry Jason, the high-earning lawyer.
Please calm down a bit. Wanting to marry your sister's fiancé, you're a bit crazy.
I'm not crazy. I just broke up with my boyfriend last week, so this is perfect timing.
So you're acting out because you're in shock from breaking up with your boyfriend. Just put your phone away and get some rest today. Take care.
Don't dismiss me like I'm just being emotional. I'm completely serious.
Megan, this isn't like you. You've always been competitive, but this is crossing a line.
Why are you so calm? Aren't you worried I might actually steal him away?
Honestly, no. Jason isn't the type to be swayed so easily, and we have a solid relationship.
You're underestimating me. I always get what I want, and now I want Jason.
This isn't a competition. This is my life and my future marriage.
It's always been a competition between us. I'll be watching Jason closely. Don't say I didn't warn you.
I'm going to pretend this conversation never happened. When you calm down, we can talk again.
You're making a mistake by ignoring me, sis. I've already started planning how to approach him.
Goodbye, Megan. I hope you'll reconsider your actions before you do something you'll regret.
The only thing I'll regret is if I don't try. Just wait and see.
Today's dinner was really fun. I was really nervous, but your parents were so kind, which helped. And your sister is such a beautiful person.
I'm glad you say that. My parents also thought you were a really great person.
Really?
Even my sister did. I wanted to ask, has my sister contacted you?
Huh? I haven't gotten anything. What's wrong?
Well, my sister Megan seems to have taken a particular liking to you, so I thought she might contact you directly. Megan tends to be aggressive when she likes someone.
If she likes me that much, I'm flattered, but when someone's too beautiful, it just makes me nervous. So tell Megan to go easy on me.
I understand. If there's no contact, that's fine. But if anything happens, please let me know.
I don't really get it, but okay. Anyway, now that we've met each other's parents, can we talk about the wedding?
Yes, let's discuss it. I've been dreaming about my wedding since I was a little girl.
Really? Then just leave everything to my mommy. She's already arranged the venue and various things. Mommy will do everything perfectly, so Rachel, you don't need to do a thing.
Huh?
My mommy has great taste, so don't worry. It will surely be a wedding that'll remain in your memory for a lifetime.
Jason, Mommy? What's going on so suddenly? You've never called your mother that way before.
I'm sorry, Rachel. I've been hiding it until now, but this is the real me.
Huh?
This is why all my previous girlfriends dumped me, but I still call my mother Mommy, and to me, Mommy is an irreplaceable, precious existence.
Irreplaceable existence?
I'm really sorry for hiding it until now, but we're already engaged, right? So I want you to accept the real me. Let me reveal myself, the me who calls her Mommy.
Calling her Mommy is a personal choice, so I think you should do what you want.
Rachel, you really are the woman I decided to marry. You accept someone like me.
But I want to decide about the wedding myself. It's a once-in-a-lifetime event. I want a wedding prepared by you and me, not your mother.
No, that won't work. I have bad taste, and Rachel, you probably only have ordinary taste, right? But Mommy has truly wonderful taste. If we leave it to her, it'll definitely be perfect.
What?
Besides, the venue and dress have all been decided by Mommy already. There's nothing left for you to decide now.
What? You've got to be kidding!
Oh, and about our house after the wedding? Mommy and I will go check it out tomorrow. She found a nice apartment near my parents' house.
Wait a minute. Shouldn't that be something you and I go to see together?
It doesn't matter who goes, since I'm the one signing the contract, right? It's better to have my experienced mommy there. Neither of us knows much about real estate information.
That's true, but it's our home.
Don't worry, there's absolutely no mistake in what Mommy decides. So Rachel, after marriage, just follow everything Mommy says. That's the shortest route to getting happy quickly and surely.
But I don't think that's how a marriage should work. We should be making decisions together.
Trust me, it's easier this way. Mommy has been planning my wedding since I was in law school.
But she's planning your wedding, not our wedding. There's a difference.
What's the difference? The result is the same, a beautiful ceremony.
The difference is that I want to be involved in planning the most important day of my life.
But Mommy already booked the venue and ordered the invitations.
Without consulting me at all? Jason, that's absolutely not okay.
I thought you'd be happy not having to deal with all the stress of planning. Most brides would be overwhelmed.
I've been dreaming about planning my wedding since I was little. It's not stress to me. It's something I've looked forward to all my life.
Well, then maybe you can pick the cake flavor, although Mommy already suggested the chocolate raspberry that she loves.
Jason, I need to think about this. This isn't what I expected.
Think about what? Everything's already coming together perfectly.
About whether this is the kind of marriage I want. One where your mother makes all our decisions.
You're overreacting. It's just a wedding. Once we're married, things will be different.
Will they? You just said your mother picked our apartment, too.
Because she knows what's best for us. She's been through all this before.
I need some time to process this. Let's talk tomorrow.
Okay, but don't worry too much. Mommy says overthinking leads to wrinkles.
Sis, good morning. It's a perfect sunny day today. Just perfect weather for a wedding.
Yes, it really is nice weather, but sorry, I'm a bit busy right now, so let's talk later. I'll see you at the venue.
You seem to be in quite a predicament. Is it about the time when the front door won't open and you're in a panic on your wedding day?
Huh? How did you know? It's just as you say. For some reason, the front door won't open.
Of course it won't open, because during the night I wrapped the door with chains.
What?
I wrapped it really tightly. It won't budge at all.
Hey, what have you done? I can't attend my wedding today in this situation.
You don't need to attend. Sis, just stay home and watch the house, because I'll marry Jason today.
What? Megan, what nonsense are you talking about?
That's mean. I'm being completely serious. If you need to know, Jason and his mother said they don't mind changing brides if it's someone as lovely as me.
What? Really?
Actually, I'm already at the wedding venue, and I cried to Jason and his parents. I begged them to make me the bride.
And they agreed to that?
Being beautiful has its perks. Just a bit of crying while saying, "I've always loved you," with a hug, and any man falls so easily.
No way. Jason.
Especially Jason's mother was totally on board. She said, "You look like you'll give me cute grandchildren." Then Jason said if his parents agree, he's fine with it too.
No way!
So today's wedding bride has been changed to me. I've already changed all the names to mine.
No way. Does this kind of thing really happen?
It's unbelievable, but true. So be a good girl and stay home. This way, beautiful me gets married first, and it's my big win. I've taken today's wedding and groom for myself, so stay quietly at home. An ugly, ordinary sister like you doesn't need to come.
Well, that's a relief. Thank you.
Huh?
My fiancé being stolen by my sister on the wedding day. It's an unexpected situation, but that actually helps me out. I was unsure about going through with the marriage until the very end, but thanks to you, I've made up my mind, so thank you.
Thank you? Why are you thanking me? Sis, your groom was just stolen by me. You lost a capable lawyer earning $200,000 a year. Normally people would be furious or crying their eyes out, but thanking me? Have you lost your mind from the shock?
That's rude. I'm perfectly fine. I'm thanking you because I'm happy the wedding is canceled. I've been wondering until today whether I should break up with Jason.
What? Really?
So, from my perspective, you're a savior. I'm so happy you're marrying that awful mama's boy instead of me. Thank you so much.
Huh? Mama's boy? Wait a minute. What does that mean? You mean he's such a terrible mama's boy that you were having doubts about marriage?
You'll find out soon enough.
Wait, what exactly do you mean by mama's boy? How bad is it?
Let's just say his mother will be pretty involved in your marriage.
Huh? You can't just leave like this. Tell me what I'm getting into.
You were so confident a moment ago. Where's that confidence now?
I'm just trying to be prepared. Is he clingy with his mom?
Jason is very confident in his mother's taste.
Really? Did you put up with that?
I was on the verge of breaking it off, but you just saved me the trouble.
You're bluffing. A high-earning lawyer is worth putting up with a little mother interference.
If you say so. Good luck with that. Enjoy your special day, bride-to-be.
Stop being so calm about this. You should be devastated.
Sorry to disappoint you, but I'm actually relieved.
His mother can't be that bad. You're just saying this to make me nervous.
Think what you want. The ceremony starts soon, right? You'd better get ready. Meanwhile, I'll be at home watching Netflix. Make sure you come remove the chains from the front door when the ceremony is over.
Whatever. You'll regret this when you see my perfect wedding photos. Hey sis, what the hell is this crappy wedding? The dress is awful, and the decor and program are also dated. It's a completely boring wedding.
It's okay, Megan. If you're beautiful, you can pull off even the most awful dress and wedding. You know what they say. Cheap things look expensive when worn by a beautiful person.
It's so awful, even my beauty can't save it. The wedding dress is yellowed and dirty. I never agreed to such a hand-me-down dress.
Strange. I heard your mother-in-law would bring what she wore herself, but she said she'd have it properly cleaned.
What part of this is properly cleaned? It's yellowed all over, it stinks, and I want to throw it away right now.
Wow, I'm glad I didn't have to wear that dress. With my sensitive skin, I would have broken out in a rash instantly.
Sis, were you really going to have this kind of wedding? Jason has money, so I thought it would be a luxurious and stylish ceremony. This isn't what I expected at all.
That's why I told you, he's an awful mama's boy. As he said, Mommy will prepare everything. Mommy is always right. The wedding was all prepared by his mother. None of my wishes were heard.
No way. This wedding is just a black mark in history. My once-in-a-lifetime wedding. This outdated, tacky wedding, and all the entertainment is dominated by the mother-in-law. She does all the singing, dancing, and speeches.
It's basically the mother-in-law's recital theater.
She just announced she's doing a special dance for her precious baby boy. I want to die of embarrassment.
The mother-son dance. She choreographed it herself, I believe.
Jason seems completely fine with all this. He's smiling and clapping along.
Of course he is. In his eyes, his mother can do no wrong.
This is unbelievable. It's so embarrassing. I can't even send a single photo to my friends.
By the way, you're planning to live in an apartment near his parents' house. It's a 10-minute walk, so your mother-in-law will visit you every day.
What? Every day?
She's worried about her beloved son's newlywed life, so do your best taking my place as his wife. I'll take my time finding another partner. I'm so glad I didn't register the marriage until after the wedding.
Hey, what's going on with your sister? How dare she raise a hand against Mommy? What a savage woman!
Huh?
Mommy comes to our house every day out of goodwill, but your sister says things like annoying and old hag. What kind of attitude is that? Mommy says she's never seen such a disrespectful daughter-in-law, and they ended up in a physical fight. Because of that, Mommy fell and injured her wrist, and it's fractured.
My, I hope she gets well soon, but I don't understand why you're so angry.
Don't mess with me! Your sister hurt my precious Mommy! Marrying your sister was a huge mistake!
But that failed wife was chosen by your always right mommy, wasn't she? Are you saying your infallible mommy made a mistake in choosing a bride?
What did you say?
And what do you expect to accomplish by yelling at me? I'm the one whose engagement was broken off unilaterally. You guys were the ones who switched to my sister on the wedding day. So why are you ignoring your own actions and getting angry at me?
But that's because your sister pushed my mother, and...
Have you forgotten that out of my kindness, you were able to marry my sister without paying any compensation? As a lawyer, you should understand how weak your position is. And in that position, to complain to me? How shameless can you be?
Shut up! I'm divorcing your sister, but I'm going to bill you for Mommy's medical expenses. If your sister Megan can't pay, then you as her sister should pay.
On what legal grounds would I be responsible for my adult sister's actions?
You knew what kind of person your sister was and let us marry her anyway!
Let you? You made that choice all on your own. You chose to abandon your fiancé on your wedding day for her sister.
But my mother thought she seemed sincere!
Ah, yes, your mother's impeccable judgment. The same judgment that selected this savage woman to be your wife.
Don't talk about Mommy like that! She's a wonderful judge of character!
Clearly not, since she chose Megan, who now allegedly assaulted her.
That's different! Megan tricked us!
No, you were all just so eager to hurt me that you didn't think things through, and now you want me to clean up your mess?
I'm gonna sue you both for emotional distress and medical costs!
Try me. I have nothing to lose. You, on the other hand, have a professional reputation to protect.
This isn't over! Your sister will pay for what she did to Mommy!
I'm sure she will. Good luck with that lawsuit, counselor.
I can't believe it. He asked for a divorce and is charging me for his mother's medical bills. $20,000. $20,000! This is so ridiculous.
But you did push her, right? If you injured her, you should pay what's due.
Shut up! Whose fault do you think this is? I didn't do anything wrong, so you should be the one to pay the $20,000 medical bill, sis.
What?
I wasn't told that he was such a severe mama's boy. I had to go through a wedding that's now a black mark in my history, and I had to endure daily unannounced visits from my mother-in-law. I reached my limit and just pushed her a little. So why do I have to get divorced? And why do I have to pay so much money?
Screaming won't reduce the bill. If you can't prepare the money, why don't you beg our parents to help you out?
I already did. I went back to our parents' home right after submitting the divorce papers, but they said there's no place here for someone who stole her own sister's fiancé and kicked me out.
So, our parents kicked you out, as expected. They came to remove the chain from my house right after the wedding and comforted me. There's no way such parents would let you in their house.
So let me stay at your place. I have nowhere to go, so I'll stay at your house. I've already divorced Jason, so the whole stealing your fiancé thing is irrelevant now, right?
Sorry, I'm working overseas right now, so I don't have a home in the country.
What? You're abroad right now, sis?
Because if I live domestically, I might suddenly be unable to leave my house one day, right? I can't live in a country where someone might chain my door and trap me inside.
Huh?
That is just a joke, but I did want to reset everything, so I talked to my boss and joined the overseas team.
No way. What am I supposed to do now? If you're not an option, where am I supposed to live? I already quit my job long ago. I don't have any money or anything.
It's okay, don't worry. With your proud face, you can earn plenty. I think a nightclub would suit you well.
What? You can't seriously leave me in this situation. I'm your sister.
The same sister who chained me in my house and stole my fiancé.
I made a mistake. I admit it. I was jealous and acted stupidly.
That wasn't a mistake. That was a calculated plan that you executed perfectly.
I didn't know what he was really like. If I had known about his mother, I never would have done it.
So you're only sorry because it backfired on you, not because what you did was wrong.
No, I realize now that I was terrible to you. Please help me, Rachel. I have nowhere else to turn.
You've always been like this. You compete with me, hurt me, then expect forgiveness when things don't go your way.
It's different this time. I've truly learned my lesson.
Have you? What exactly have you learned?
That I shouldn't have been so competitive with you, that I took you for granted, that I was stupid to think Jason was a prize to be won.
Those are good realizations, but they don't erase your actions.
What can I do to make it up to you? I'll do anything.
Take responsibility for your own actions. Pay the medical bills. Rebuild your life without using me as a safety net.
But I can't do this all alone. I need your help.
You managed to plan and execute stealing my fiancé all on your own. I'm sure you can figure this out too.
Please, Rachel, just this once. I'll never ask for anything again.
I'm sorry, Megan. This is something you need to handle yourself. Maybe this will finally be the lesson that sticks.
No, Rachel. Please help me.
Well then, take care. Let's both find wonderful partners next time. After that, Megan continued to be pursued by Jason and his family for the medical expenses, and finally gave in and paid the $20,000, taking on debt. However, she said, "My pride won't allow me to be beaten like this," and went directly to Jason's workplace. In the wide reception lobby, she performed her best crying act, saying, "What kind of tyrannical lawyer does this company employ? This is nothing but extortion! Stealing $20,000 from a single girl!" The crying face of a beautiful woman really catches people's attention, and the story spread throughout the company in an instant, resulting in Jason being called in by upper management. As a result, he had to explain everything, including abandoning me to marry my sister, and was encouraged to resign from the company with the reasoning that we can't have someone with no work ethics. And so he left the big company his mommy was so proud of, from what I hear.
Thank you for watching all the way until the end. If you felt good after watching this video, please like the video. If not, please leave a comment and give us your feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Your comments and likes help this channel grow. We hope you enjoy our other stories as well.